AliExpress is really great because you could also search by categories. So if you don't have an idea, you could kind of narrow it down, kind of broaden it up initially by looking into categories. So all you do is, let's just go to, all right, let's try tennis since we're on the subject of tennis. So we're on AliExpress, we go to categories, it's in sports and outdoors, tennis, and then I open in a new link. And here's all you do, right? You want to find the hottest sellers, you just filter by orders. It's kind of similar to, watch count, but this is simpler. You just click orders, boom. What it will automatically do is sort by the highest amounts of orders sold according to this product vendor on AliExpress. And it seems like these shoes are really, really hot. You also got tennis racket, okay? Tennis racket with bag and grip, another shoes, and okay, this one's kind of interesting. This one is a brand called Luxilon Tennis String. So it's like 200 meters tennis string, polyester string. So it seems like this is a pretty hot seller. And it's just, let's see how many of these they're actually offering. If it's a set of 4, or maybe you just choose, okay, you just choose your color. So for one thing of strings, it's $34.41. That's kind of pricey, but we don't actually know. For all we know, once you do the research, maybe you might do some research on Dick's Sporting Goods, where those are real retail stores where they have a pretty high amount of markup on every item they sell, and people still buy them. So you might want to do some research. This might be a pretty interesting product because this is something that, from what I understand, the little I understand about tennis is that, they tend to, because they're like smacking the heck out of those tennis balls, I think over time those strings wear out pretty quickly, especially if you play a lot, and those rackets need to be restringed with brand new strings all the time. So this could be great for a long-term type of product. So that's another example. So this could be a great example. So while it doesn't have a ton, like thousands of sold, like once again, I said, you don't need to go for products that sold thousands. It just needs some proof that it does sell and it has pretty good amount of reviews. So we're looking for 4.5 stars, around there plus. Those are usually good stuff. So you could look through here, and obviously you got those Kinzio tapes, Kinesiology tapes, for tennis elbows and things like that. Those are great. I'm sure you could find them cheaper somewhere else, but you get the idea. So that's another great way, and obviously you got a whole range of so many different categories to go through, okay, and find and filter by the orders, okay, or you could do by price or seller rating, whatever you want to do, okay. Now let's say we want to go with this, right, this tennis string. So now I want to identify, okay, if I run that, are there other products that they would buy? So here I would go to Amazon, and this is where I validate my product to see that there are people buying it and putting nice reviews about it. But Amazon also gives you really awesome, valuable data, such as what else those customers bought who bought tennis strings. So let's see if this works. Tennis string. Okay, let's just do tennis string. And let's see, string black. Okay, so a lot of people are selling them. Seems like for the most part, most of them have pretty good amount of reviews. Let's go with, okay, here's that Luxilon one. That same brand we saw. And so look at this. So it shows you the customer reviews, so you could kind of go through and just kind of get some reviews. take a look and see what people are saying. And guess what? If you want to know the secret to writing a great product sales copy, research that product. If you can find that product on Amazon, most likely you will, or something similar. You can come to the customer reviews, the one with the really good reviews, 4.5 stars plus, and they can literally write the product sales copy for you. I hope you get that point, because this is very, very powerful. This makes copywriting for your sales product description super duper easy. Okay, so they give you a little more insight. They give you the benefits they got from using it, why they love it, and you can use those bullet points, turn those into bullet points, and write a great product sales copy. Now, going back to what other products people buy are, right here in this section, and when you scroll down a little bit from the product listing on Amazon, it tells you what else they buy. Customers who bought this item also bought the following. Okay, most of these are, the different strings and stuff like that, but here's another one. Look at this. Let me open it up so you can see bigger. People also bought tennis stringing machine. How perfect is that? Now, this is a pretty pricey item, but as an upsell, this could be great. Not as a front end, definitely not as a front end. It would be hard, but as an upsell, this is perfect because they've already bought the tennis string. They probably bought it so that they could have their friend who has a machine to do it, or maybe take it to a tennis sports store so they could do it, whatever the case may be. But now they're like, you know what? We play tennis all the time. We're starting to learn tennis. Let's just buy this. This is a great investment, right? So people also bought this. Now you could go to the second tier. People who bought this tennis thing, this tennis stringing machine, also bought these Gamma starting clamp. I don't know what this is, but it has 5 stars, 15 reviews. Let's take a look. Spring action grippers can be used as an extra starting clamp or for pulling tension on short strings, referring to, I guess, tennis strings. So, it just opens up another tier, another line of products that you can expand on slowly to scale within that niche, expand upon your product line. So that's another type of scaling, expanding upon your product line. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing it all at once. I would do it one at a time as you're gaining success within that niche per product. Okay, so that's it for that. The other one, the last thing is Pinterest. I did look up some tennis accessories. That's what I typed in. And here was it. So I thought this was kind of cool. This is basically, let me zoom in here. It's a woman's tennis shorts, I guess, with a pocket to hold the tennis ball. And I guess it's kind of cool, kind of slick looking. It's hidden. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if the world of tennis really cares for it, but it's like, and the pocket opening happens to be from the bottom. So you could just slip it right up and it comes right out, right? So I thought that was interesting. But Pinterest is another great place to come and validate your product idea based on how many pins and hearts and things like that. It does give you kind of a clue as to what people are interested in, okay? Because Pinterest is a site based on, I believe they say, kind of saving things and clipping and pinning things for later, like something that they plan to buy, right? So use Pinterest to also validate your idea.